Well, today we are having a multi-jurisdictional task force out here today, and the goal of that task force is to clear Intrenchment Creek Park area of any person in violation of the executive order that was issued on Friday by CEO Michael Thurmond. Our goal is to clear the area of citizens who may be in there unlawfully, give them their options, and hopefully gain voluntary compliance from them exiting the park. Our goal is to eventually put up the signage and the barriers to keep people out of the park.
When you mention options, what does options mean?
The options is you have the option to take all of your possessions and exit the park, or you will be arrested. Those are the options.
Was anyone arrested or detained?
We have encountered 3 people. Out of those 3 people, 1 is in custody, 2 have chosen to walk out of the park, which they did.
Was the person detained a male or a female?
It was a female. We're still in the process of questioning, so we'll determine what charges, if any.
Have you found any traps? I know CEO Thurmond was talking about traps and endangerment to the people. That's why he closed the park.
Yes, we have found several booby traps. Not only did we find a lot of wooden placards with rusty nails coming out of them, we've actually found Molotov cocktails, and something that's very frightening, which we've never encountered, was vials, syringes full of fentanyl.
Chief, obviously the last time a clearing operation was out here, it got dangerous for officers. What are you also doing to make sure everyone's safe in terms of what's going on? And can you describe exactly, step by step, where were the booby traps found, and were they in boxes or were they out throughout the campus?
They were in miscellaneous locations. The goal of those booby traps is to catch people off guard, so they're hidden by leaves. You can't see them. So our guys are out there strategically walking very carefully through there, not only looking for booby traps, but looking for people as well.
Why are you doing an operation with multiple agencies, including Georgia State Patrol, who doesn't wear body cameras?
Well, we need as many officers as we can to be able to do this intelligently, making sure that we are overly prepared to encounter any situations. And so that's why we've requested the assistance of all of these agencies.
And what's the directive to officers who are going in and finding people? What are the officers supposed to do? Are they, if there is compliance, what are they supposed to do? If there's not compliance, what are they supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The goal of the officers is simply to educate the people in the park about the executive order, give them their options, which is your option is you can leave or you will be arrested. We give them the opportunity to retrieve their belongings and exit voluntarily. So those are the options and those are the directives that the officers received prior to beginning this operation.
Are they allowed to use of force if they don't comply?
We will use force when and if necessary.
Chief, do you have a head count for how many people were back there? I didn't hear that earlier.
We've encountered 3 thus far. 2 chosen to leave voluntarily, and 1 is in custody.
And then when will the barricades start going up?
The barricades have already started going up. So as we're clearing the locations and making them safe, then we're allowing the barricades to be placed. Now you have to understand the barriers are being placed with security. And actually now we're having people bring up the signage as well, and they need to be secured as well. No one wants to come into this park without security, which is why we're here, to make sure that the job can get done without anyone being hurt.
How long do you think this operation will continue?
It'll go as long as needed, hopefully not more than a couple days. Like I said, our goal is simply just to inform the public, gain voluntary compliance, make sure the signs are up, and make sure that the barriers are up.
Do you think we could get pictures of the booby traps that were?
Yes, we can provide that.
Our office is going to station in every entrance of the park, as long as the executive order is in effect, or what's going to happen?
No, the goal of the barriers is simply to go ahead and restrict the access to the park with people and vehicles. It'd be impossible to restrict complete access, so we're not going to be here 24/7 ensuring that compliance is made. We're just asking the community to please adhere to the executive order and do not enter the park.
And in the press release, you guys say is phase 2. How many phases are there in terms of this executive order and clearing out the park and making the park safe?
As many phases as needed, sir.
Speaking of the park, the site just behind us here, the People's Park where the gazebo and stuff was, so that's no longer county property anymore, right? That belongs to the developer now, right? Am I correct on that?
I don't know the legalities on that. That question may be for someone else.
But, all right, broadly speaking, nobody has any legal business to be out there anymore, right? Is that about right?
We don't believe that at this time anyone should be in there. There are I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry, I was distracted by the phone.
Okay.
So no one should be in the area. And so like I said, we're simply just asking people to leave and hoping that they voluntarily comply with the executive order.
And what's going on here? Why is this road closed? Why is this road now closed. In the morning it was open. And
we are ensuring that the barricades are being placed and that the people doing the barricades can do it safely. So there will be some road closure. It will be limited, not complete road closure, just to ensure that they can work safely. And I don't have anything additional at this time. Thank you.
Thank you.